all know, many dolls come in different shapes and sizes, but they also come with different hair conditions, styles, and textures of their hair. For example, I got this doll 5 years ago as a Christmas present. She was the Barbie Spa doll, but you may know her better as Patty from Alina and Val. And it looks like Cassie and Alina's hair is holding it pretty nice too. But some of our dolls' hair didn't hold up for that long.
Oh no! I forgot to do my hair care routine! Ah! Wait, Amanda, come back! We need you for the video!
Don't worry, we can fix this problem. You guessed it, this is the Hair Care Challenge. But since this is kind of an experiment, we won't be using any of these dolls.
Aww.
Instead, we are going to be using dolls that we haven't used in a long time. Now, I know what you're thinking.
This is basically Lila. Why are you saying that she's a doll you've never used before?
Well, funny story about her. We were going to use her for our film projects, but as you can see, her arm kind of broke off a little bit. So we had to buy a new one, and since these dolls were super popular at that time, we were able to get another one, but she'll be one of our tests for today. The next one is a Disney Descendants 3 Mel, and yeah. Her hair is super frizzy, it's a little bunched up in the back too, so she's gonna need a lot of TLC. The next one is a Disney Princess Elsa, and please forgive me for her face. I had to mark it up for one of our film projects, and yeah, now it's stuck like that. Anywho, her hair isn't that bad, but it is a bit frizzy, and as you can see, there's a random black hair sticking out. So, yeah, she's gonna need a lot of help, but we will help her. And finally, the most craziest hair of all. Yikes. This one is a Disney Store Rapunzel doll, and I had it when I was about 5 or 4 or something. Anywho, yeah, her hair is kind of a mess. It's actually pretty smooth at the top, but once I turn her around, I find out that her hair has been attacked by some sort of red or pink marker, and a rubber band has been sitting in her hair for who knows how long. Plus, there may or may not be some random lint in her hair, so yeah, that's why she's going to be one of our tests. Now, I have seen many people try to restore doll hair with many different things, such as fabric softener, and some people even use vinegar. But these are the methods I'm going to be using today. And since this is kind of an experiment, we need 3 variables and a control. So Val has gladly volunteered to be our control, while Lila will be getting the Dawn Power Wash spray, which is basically we're going to spray her hair with some Dawn Power Wash. Rapunzel will definitely need some shampoo in her hair, which means Elsa's getting the conditioner. So, let the test begin. Alright, and it looks like everyone's here, and yes, I did remove the rubber band from Rapunzel's hair. So, let's get started, shall we? The first thing you want to do is wet the doll's hair with water. And remember, don't use boiling water or it could potentially damage your doll's face. That's why I like to use a reasonable room temperature water to wet the hair. And since this is our control, that means we can brush her hair without any possible cross-contamination. Huh, looking good so far. We just need to do this process again. And again. And one more time. Right, now that the dolls got their hair care treatment, it's time for them to dry. But we will be back with the results shortly. Alright, now for the moment that you've all been waiting for. The final results. Let's see how the Dawn Power Wash did. Wow, you can already see a difference. Her hair is way more silkier and smoother than before, but if you tilt the camera up, you can see a few bald spots. But besides from that, it's pretty good. Alright, now let's check out our control and Whoa. It actually didn't look as crazy as I thought it was gonna look. You know, going into this, I thought it was gonna be very frizzy and crinkly and hard to brush out, but it actually looks pretty good. It's still got a little bit of frizz, but it's holding up pretty nicely. And that cowlick thing she had on her head before, yeah, it's gone now. Anyways, let's move on to the conditioner. Ooh, nice. Her hair is no longer bunched up. It is very smooth and straight. It's got a little bit of frizz in it, but it's doable. And yes, as you can tell, I cleaned up the markings from her face. But if you zoom in a little bit, yeah, she still has some stainage on her face, but that's a different story. Overall, she looks pretty good. And finally, the one that you've been waiting for, the shampoo. Wow. Out of all of these, this one had to be the most shocking to me, because as I was doing it, I was thinking, this isn't gonna work, it's a little too bunched up, but once you put a little elbow grease into it, a lot can happen. And it actually worked, and we were able to brush through our hair. Even though it kind of broke through my brush, it still was a huge success. So honestly, I think all of these methods work, but it just depends on the doll's hair. You know, if your doll's hair is a little older and it hasn't been used in a while, then I would suggest using the shampoo or the conditioner method. However, if your doll's hair is a little bit smoother and straighter, then I would suggest using the Dawn Power Wash or the conditioner method. But if you're just looking for an easy way to fix up the doll's hair, then just use the water. Now, when you're doing this experiment, keep in mind that your doll's hair may not be exactly restored to its original form. But we had a lot of fun with it, and we hope you do too. Thanks for watching this tutorial, and make sure to give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Also, click that notification bell right there. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye!